I was in prison with Terry Cruz's like brother-in-law. He's in prison. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Real nice guy.
Small world.
Yeah.
Do you know what he did?
I didn't get into that. His name is Isaac.
Okay.
And but Isaac's a not real nice guy. He was next. His cell was right next to mine.
Kyle, that's one of my first questions about prison. And I don't want to get into this unless you don't want to talk about it. So don't answer.
Oh no, it's going to be a tentpole topic for some time.
Right. The reason I want the first question is, do people talk about why they're in there? Is that a thing that everybody talks about?
They don't talk about. They don't bring it up. But if I got comfortable with somebody, I would ask them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Or if I didn't feel like they were a scary person, I would just ask them right away. Like the gay guy that's like right next to me, one cell on the other side of Terry Cruz's brother-in-law. I was like, what the fuck are you in here for, man? He's like, I was selling a little cocaine, and I was like, how much is a little? A couple ounces. I was like, okay,
that sucks.
Yeah, that'll do it. How long? Right around 2 years.
2 years. Holy shit.
Just for trying to have fun.
Yeah. Well, I got mixed up with those machinima guys. And
oh my gosh. Wow.
Kyle, you want a prison question?
Yeah, sure.
You said there were people from Atlanta that were way worse. There was an Atlanta minimum security prison, but it was like way more hardcore. Homeless people? What was the scoop with that?
All right, so they didn't put me in the Atlanta camp, I think because they don't want people too close to their homes for whatever reason, which seems like bullshit. Because what if like I was in there for 5 years and I wanted to visit my family, but they were 6 hours away. Yeah. But there were guys who had been transferred to Talladega from Atlanta's camp, and quite a few of them. So I got it from like multiple sources what that camp was like there, and they were like, "Man, it's wilding out," and I'm like, "Tell me more." He's like, "Well, shit, we got everything in there. We got fucked up though. The snitches told on us. They shut it all down." I was like, "What did you have?" "Everything." I was like, "All right, well, what does everything mean?" "We want to go out and party, so we get a hobo to come in and sleep in our bed. That way they come through and count. N-word is sleeping in my bed, so it's all good. If you there, they don't care." And I'm like,
"What? You can just leave?"
"No, you can't just leave. They're not gonna, but they just walk by with a flashlight at night and count bodies. They're not. They don't recognize you."
Well,
so
how did they get out?
I think that they were. I know at one point there wasn't even a fence around that camp. Like some of the camps, like especially in the north, don't have a fence. We had like that big scary 12-foot fence with the razor wire on the top and the bottom, and
you had that. I thought you didn't.
I thought I didn't too. There were a lot of lies about that place online. Like all of the programs that they said that we were going to have, like they only exist for the medium security guys. And so people will transfer to Talladega because they're like, "Yeah, I want to learn to be a fucking graphic artist. That'd be cool. I'm out in a year and a half. I need a job that won't discriminate." And they're like, "Oh, that's only for medium security." So they're like, "Shit. Well, can I go to Pennsylvania? I think they have it." They're like, yeah, you can transfer in 18 months.
Oh shit.
Till then, we get $93 a day off your ass. Go find a bunk and get a job. It's just like, fuck,
holy
this
shit.
is slavery. So there were, they would leave and actually go party. They would bring girls into the prison, they said, and fuck them sometimes. They would literally bring whores in. And then they had like all of the drugs and alcohol, but we had all the drugs and alcohol too.
That's insane.
Man, maybe prison's not so
Wait, did you say you said you had something in alcohol? That you had whores and alcohol?
Drugs and alcohol. We had drugs and alcohol. Like every drug you can name, and alcohol and cigarettes and cell phones. Like all of that was like everywhere in Talladega. Like
so the alcohol you guys didn't. It wasn't like prison made alcohol. It was professionally made alcohol. You imported.
When I asked about it, they said I was like, do they have? Because I was reading a Stephen King book where they were talking about making alcohol out of prunes and raisins in prison, and so I asked a guy that was near me. I was like, "Do they do that here?" He's like, "They don't have to. They got Jim Beam and vodka. They got it. They have real alcohol." And I was like, "Well, how much is it?" He's like, "You want some?" And I was like, No, I don't. Well, maybe. How much is it? And he's like, $8 a shot, and I'm like, "Fuck."
That's a good deal. That's not bad at all.
Cheaper than
Los Angeles. That's Los Angeles. Yeah.
It's bar prices.
Yeah. Tucker's just wasted. Blacked out. At these prices, I can't afford it not to be. So
yeah, they would explain that you could really just get away with anything there, and that it was just rampant with people like leaving and going out and partying and like going to strip, like their friends would just pick them up off on a road that was nearby and take them off to town, and they'd go get burgers and go to a hotel and fuck their girlfriends at the hotel or whatever. And I was like, that doesn't sound like here at all. They're like, nah, it sucks here.
Oh, what a bummer.
Man, you got sent to a sucky prison.